Whatever you do, you know, if you want to have the backup, the main thing is to have that one-to-one, isn't it? Without the one-to-one, you're not going to progress in the course. You can read as much as you like, because watch the videos, you're not going to understand, because this is really, really stuff that you have to keep watching. And also, in terms of watching, each and every moment that when you watch the video, you're a different person.
Yeah.
Get that in your head now. This is why I keep telling you, Neva, yeah, 10 years ago, you were still writing in my courses. And what did I tell you then?
Yeah.
And you're still doing it now. Yeah. What are you reaffirming all the time? You don't trust. That's all.
Yeah.
Now go back to the Neva. Yeah. You can do this on your own now, because this must have happened at school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go back to that school girl and tell her, because you carried it that long. And it causes tremendous stress as well when you're sitting down writing and you think, I missed something. I missed something.
Whereas every need is always here right now.
Yeah, that need to be perfect all the time, when in fact the mantra which we do is I'm born in perfection every moment and every time, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're already perfect. You cannot be more perfect. And when you start writing down, you're telling your universe you're not perfect enough.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And that new moment, that new person can only absorb whatever that new person is capable of absorbing. But the old Neva thinking more is better. Now you have to go back and sort her out as well.
Yeah.
That you can only take so much at any one time, and what you don't understand is okay, you don't need it. That's the instruction you need to tell her. Making sense?
I can relate to that. I lots of times I think I'm gonna miss something.
Yes. It's a serious thing. It's a connection between you and that model, which is not you, but it's affecting you. But when you change, you are helping that version of you in a parallel life, yes, change as well and let go of it.
Yeah.
That's the thing which you need to understand, that how interconnected we all are.
Yeah.
Once you start to open your mind, you start to see, like you say, you start to see people react differently. Making sense? SP?
Yeah.
Actually, you're right. When I watch it, I'm not in the, like we are now, so I get it more and I understand more things. And
the more you understand, the more
I miss him. It's really about the mantras, okay, repeating that and saying words, they have power, yes?
Yes, the only thing which you need to let go is the old SP's way of thinking. And so you know, every time I'm chipping with you, getting rid of the old SP, so the new SP is saying, all those things are out of date, because you're still holding on to parts of those aspects of the old SP, which you're bringing to the new SP. And so the new SP becomes the old SP. But once you allow yourself to go back, change, it doesn't exist, because you then release an SP who has all those fixed thinking.
It's like,
because you never
at the moment, my mum who's had bronchitis at home, and I've been looking after with alternative treatments, because that's what I do, you know, homeopathy or
that's your belief structure.
It's my belief structure.
Yeah, that's your belief structure.
Not to have antibiotics or do a salt inhalation, and she's really, really better. And today she was speaking to my family abroad, and the family said, and she said, I'm feeling better. My mum was like, she said, I'm feeling so much better. I'm taking this, and this that Neva's given me. And the rest of the family said, Mum, can you take normal medicine? Neva's
That's
medicine.
it, and it changed her.
Triggered me, and I was in the back having my cup of tea, and I just said, what the fuck are you saying? Like, because okay, it was my ego that got triggered, because I've been really, really, let me bring myself back. No, this doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter.
Because that the old Neva is totally conditional.
Yeah.
Now you go back and change it again.
Yep.
So even one day you can change. I tell you what is so fascinating about this. Everything is the frequency. And years ago, I got so hooked up because I had terrible rash, and I got so used to, it was so unbearable, and I used to scratch till I was bleeding. And then I went to a specialist, and he gave me some steroids, and after a while it cleared. And then every now and then throughout the year, it will flare up a little bit, and I'll say, I better use that cream, and it goes. So 3 weeks ago when I started on this, when all the download came down, I was in the bathroom and I started to scratch a little bit in my shower. I said, stop. That's the frequency. What the hell are you doing? Yeah. And I was going to reach out for the cream, right? I said, no. So when I got into bed, and usually, once you start to scratch, the whole body is like invaded, isn't it? You cannot stop. And always with the cream, it's like a plaster. It feels good. This time when the thing was there, so because I paid attention to the rash, yes, I was in that rash frequency, wasn't I? So it got worse and worse because this new me was paying it more attention. It got worse and worse and worse. Yes. And then the belief structure is when I put the cream on, I'll be better. That was the belief structure.
Yeah.
So when I didn't use it the first night, so I went and did the mantra. I did the mantra. I did the mantra about one hour in bed.
What mantra you did?
Being the present, just being the present. I'm in the present. I'm not my pain. I'm not my itch. Each and every moment, I'm a better person. So I was shifting in better. Because the other way was, and each moment was getting worse and worse and worse, wasn't it? So when I kept the mantra, so I wasn't itchy. I thought, wow. And 3 o'clock, well, when I get up, I would still, when I go for pee, I would start. But this time, again, I did the mantra. It's now 3 weeks here. I'm coming out with bloody rashes everywhere. Is that because the steroid pushed it all back, isn't it?
Yeah.
And now there's no steroid. It's coming out all over my body, but I don't itch. And then some of the old scabs are drying out because it's allowed for it to come out.
And the reason it's coming out is because you're purging and clearing.
It needs to come out. But I kept putting the steroids out to push it in. It's the same with all the medicines that we take.
Yeah.
Or with any illness, isn't it?
So on the 31st, I will repeat in all my mantras before the new year comes. Just be in the present. That's my plan. Be there.
Where was I? So can you understand that people who have, when somebody's ill, yes, and you can say, how are you? What are you doing to them if they're ill? You're amplifying their illness when they talk about it. Oh, I don't feel well, my throat. So moment to moment, new frame, yes, what's happening?
You're changing into a new person.
You're changing into a worse you, isn't it? So even when they were feeling okay, when you say, how are you? Oh, my throat, I cannot speak. New frame, I cannot speak. And you say, oh, really? That's the new you already. You've actually helped them.
I always get a little, sometimes if I'm allergic to certain lipsticks, if they've got something artificial in them, if I put it on, I get a little eczema under my lip here. And I must have tried something on over Christmas that the children had given me as a present. And early hours of this morning, my lips had swollen up and when I was scratching my sleep. And I woke up at 4 in the morning and I was just, each and every moment, I'm a new person. Each and every moment, I've got new lips. And within half an hour, it went completely.
All I'm saying is when you're dealing with people who are ill, just say, I see you're feeling better, not how are you.
No, that's what I did the other day. The lady, she came and she's like, can I have this herb? I have a cough, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
And then I and I said, oh, now you're feeling better. She wasn't even taking the herb. And she's like,
I start to feel better. That word. Now you feel. Yeah. See how fast words and how even you can set somebody who is not well, you can really drive them mad and make them more unwell. Like your mom, for example, if you start.
Yeah.
Oh, mom, I'm not feeling better. You think so? Oh, yeah. And then it's going to get worse, isn't it?
Yeah.
All your aunties and all the same.
Yeah, they buy into that frequency of, oh, I'm not well.
Yeah.
Just wanted to ask, because I've been planning for a long time to become a vegetarian, having this thing with meat, but then, reading things are horrible because you read vegans and people who doesn't eat, people who eat meat, they all have strong points about that the benefits of each thing, so it's just, to me,
whatever
blessing
whatever is only another belief structure. It's how you feel about it. You just bless the food. It's all a belief structure, yes. And those animals, those consciousness has already miles ahead of us in terms of how they have seen their future, because they also believe that they're on a ride on Disney World. So I got to get slaughtered. I go back and try the next one.
But especially animals, they are not meant to be here for that use. No.
No, this is another belief structure. Animals are also consciousness. But we will read into them whatever story we told.
But it's not like we are affecting our body with that. No.
It's another belief. If you believe that, it will affect your body. Everything is a belief structure. I eat meat sometimes. It's a belief structure. No. You see, you're making a distinction. It's all consciousness. And you have respect and say, okay, and providing you don't abuse yourself in terms of what you're eating, there's a balance, and you don't tell yourself bad stories or don't buy into other people's story. This is what you're doing. They are right from their point of view. So if you want to be shifted into their world and be guilty by the mere fact that you are whatever thinking, you get shifted to their world, isn't it? We're shifting all the time according to what we give attention to.